Meet Coco, the tinkering cat. One day, she discovers a magical machine that can control the weather. Coco sets the machine to sunny, and it becomes the perfect beach day. She lounges on a chair, soaking up the sun. Next, she tries cloudy. Fluffy clouds fill the sky, creating the perfect cozy spot for a nap under their gentle shade. Coco cranks it to snow, transforming the world into a winter wonderland. She builds snowmen and has epic snowball fights. Feeling brave, Coco sets it to stormy. Thunder rumbles, but she jumps in puddles, splashing joyfully in the rain. When she chooses rain, a gentle shower waters the garden. Coco dances with an umbrella, joyfully splashing in puddles. After the rain, Coco sets the machine to rainbow. She watches in awe as a vibrant rainbow inspires her to paint. Coco cranks it to windy, flying kites and watching leaves swirl around her in a joyful dance. Coco discovers that while controlling the weather is fun, the real joy comes from experiencing nature's surprises. And so, with the Wacky weather machine, every day brings new adventures and smiles for Coco. Get ready to meet Coco, the coolest cat detective around. He's always up for a new adventure, and today, he's off on an exciting treasure hunt. One sunny morning, Coco gets a mysterious map from his friend, Oliver the Owl. The map is old and crinkly, with a big question mark right in the middle. The map leads Coco to the oldest, biggest oak tree in the park. Its branches spread wide, like arms hiding a secret. What could it be? With sharp eyes, Coco spots a tiny key hidden inside the tree's hollow. It's rusty, but magical. Could it unlock a treasure? Following the map, Coco finds a statue covered in strange symbols. He scratches his head, trying to solve the puzzle. Every symbol tells a story. Next, Coco reaches a bubbling river. A stone nearby holds a riddle. Cross where the water is meek. Coco sees a shallow spot and bravely hops across. On the other side, Coco meets a wise old squirrel who knows all about the treasure. "It's closer than you think," whispers the squirrel mysteriously. Finally, Coco finds an X in his garden, just like on the map. He digs and digs until a treasure chest appears, filled with shiny toys and yummy treats. Inside the chest, Coco finds a note. "Treasure is what makes you smile." Coco realizes that treasure isn't just gold and jewels. It's also fun adventures and friends. Coco plays with his new toys, feeling like the luckiest cat detective in the world. The greatest treasure of all, the joy of sharing adventures and making memories. One quiet afternoon, Coco heard a mysterious sound, a gentle whispering, coming from a sparkling river that had suddenly appeared behind his house. Out of nowhere, a silver paddle floated down the river toward Coco, as if inviting him on an exciting journey downstream. To his surprise, a glowing wooden raft appeared at the river bank. With a silver paddle in his paw, Coco stepped aboard, feeling the raft move on its own. The calm river suddenly turned wild. Coco held tight as the raft sped through swirling rapids, dodging rocks and splashes of sparkling water. The river slowed, and Coco drifted toward a small island covered in lush trees. Strange echoes filled the air, as if the island was alive with secrets. On the island, Coco was greeted by a wise old tree with eyes made of emerald leaves. The tree whispered ancient stories and spoke of treasures hidden deep within the river. Guided by the tree's words, Coco paddled to a hidden cave. Inside the cave, glowing crystals lit the walls, and the air hummed with magic. Swimming gracefully, a school of glowing fish appeared, forming a message in the water. The message revealed a secret about the river's true power. The message led Coco to a towering waterfall, its water sparkling like diamonds. But behind the waterfall, something mysterious was waiting. Behind the cascading water, Coco found a door carved into the rocks. Only the silver paddle, shining brightly, could unlock it. Inside, Coco discovered the heart of the river, a glowing pool surrounded by ancient symbols. The water shimmered, as if holding the secrets of many worlds. A guardian of the river appeared, its form made of shimmering water. It asked Coco to solve a riddle about the flow of time and dreams. Solving the riddle, Coco was granted a special gift, a vial of magical water from the heart of the river, said to unlock dreams and hidden paths. With the vial tucked safely away, Coco paddles his raft back to his house, the gentle river now calm and peaceful once more. Back home, Coco placed the glowing vial on a shelf next to the silver paddle, already imagining what the magical water might unlock on his next adventure. One chilly morning, Coco found an ancient map in the attic, pointing to the highest mountain in the world, Mount Everest. Excited and curious, Coco packed his bag and set out for the grand adventure, knowing Everest held many secrets. Upon reaching the base, a steep, icy path loomed ahead, with snow swirling around. Coco began his brave ascent. Midway up, Coco met a wise Sherpa who offered him guidance and a charm for protection against the mountain's dangers. As they continued, an ice bridge appeared, narrow and slippery, hanging over a deep canyon. Coco crossed cautiously, his heart racing. Halfway up the mountain, Coco discovered a hidden cave, warm and glowing, where ancient carvings told stories of Everest's forgotten explorers. Deep in the cave, a snow leopard appeared, but instead of attacking, it shared a cryptic riddle with Coco, offering him wisdom for the journey ahead. Suddenly, a fierce blizzard struck. Coco pressed on, using the Sherpa's charm to guide him through the thick snow and icy winds. At the mountain's final stretch, a massive frozen waterfall stood in his way. Using his sharp claws, Coco climbed the ice, determined to reach the summit. At last, Coco reached the top of Mount Everest. The world spread out beneath him, endless snow-covered peaks sparkling in the sunlight. On the summit, Coco found a hidden inscription on a rock. It spoke of a legendary treasure buried beneath Everest, waiting to be uncovered by a true adventurer. Next to the inscription, Coco discovered a celestial compass, said to point the way to any hidden treasure in the world. It glowed softly in his paw. With the compass in hand, Coco began his careful descent, the mountain now peaceful and quiet as the sun set behind him. Back home, Coco hung the celestial compass next to his other treasures, knowing it would lead him to new adventures whenever he was ready. As Coco settled in, he smiled, imagining the next journey the celestial compass would guide him on, to places even more wondrous than Everest. One afternoon, while exploring a dusty old chest, Coco found an ancient map that pointed to a hidden treasure in Pakistan. Out of nowhere, a colorful air balloon appeared in his garden, as if ready to whisk Coco away to an adventure in Pakistan. Soaring high in the sky, Coco marveled at the breathtaking views of the towering Himalayas and lush green valleys below. As the balloon landed, Coco found himself in Lahore, a city of history and color, with the Grand Badshahi Mosque towering in the distance. While wandering through the Lahore fort, Coco discovered a hidden passage, leading him deep underground to a forgotten treasure room. Outside the fort, the griffin from his previous adventure reappeared and led Coco to the beautiful Shalimar Gardens, where the fountains danced in the sunlight. In the garden, a talking peacock greeted Coco and offered to help him decipher the map, revealing more clues about the hidden treasure. The map led Coco to the Thar Desert, where he rode on a camel through the golden sands, searching for the secret treasure. Deep in the desert, Coco found the ancient Darawar fort, and inside its crumbling walls, the map guided him to a hidden room filled with dazzling jewels and artifacts. Among the treasure, Coco uncovered an ancient sword, said to belong to a legendary king of old, glowing with mysterious power. As he lifted the sword, a mystical guardian appeared, testing Coco's courage with a challenge to prove his worth. After completing the challenge, Coco earned the guardian's trust and was given a key that unlocked the true potential of the magical sword. The Guardian revealed that the sword was not just a treasure, but a key to unlocking hidden mysteries all over the world. Starting with the pyramids of Egypt, with the sword in hand, Coco returned to his air balloon and flew back home, knowing he could now embark on even greater adventures. Back home, Coco hung the sword next to his glowing key, his heart full of excitement as he thought about the new mysteries waiting in distant lands.